Hi, welcome to the Information Behavior Model presentation for the kindergarten through 12th grade group. So far, you've watched Bonnie Hood's presentation on our group's description, Jennifer Wolf's literature review presentation, and Trista Emmer's presentation on our fieldwork. I'm Alicia, and this little blue thing in the middle of your screen is Jessie. We're going to follow Jessie on a quick journey from kindergarten to high school. Because there's such a wide range of information behaviors that occur in the years between kindergarten and 12th grade, we've chosen to build our model on the development of information-seeking skills as children age. Two concepts that are key to our model are the zone of intervention and what we're calling the zone of the two eyes. Kulthau describes the zone of intervention as the area in which a user can do with guidance and assistance what he or she cannot do alone or can do only with some difficulty. This concept is important especially for elementary age children. Think back to learning how to ride a bike or learning how to tie your shoes. You could have learned to do these things alone, but it would have been very difficult to do without some help from your parents. The zone of the two eyes means the zone of internet and independence. We found that throughout the K through 12 years, kids are engaged with computers and the internet, but the skills to successfully use the internet for internet seeking are developed as children grow. And as children grow into middle and high school students, their sense of independence also increases. With those two concepts in mind, let's take a trip back to elementary school. Children in kindergarten through second grade are considered pre or early readers. They are at the beginning stages of their formal education, where they're learning the basic skills that will help them be lifelong learners. In kindergarten, first and second grade, you're learning how to write and you're learning how to read. Kids at this age are incredibly curious. They are virtual sponges, absorbing and learning from everything in their environment. Their minds are wide open to new thoughts, images, and ideas. So here we have Jessie again as an early reader. And early readers' information searches are almost entirely internally motivated by their own desire to learn. Often children in this stage do not intentionally seek information on a particular subject. Instead, they scan bookshelves for whatever catches their interest. When they do intentionally seek information, they often need help from teachers, parents, or librarians. The early reader cannot grasp concepts like alphabetical listings. So the early readers are very much in the zone of intervention. For early readers, their primary helpers are their parents. In our model, help is represented by the horizontal arrows. At this age, children do use the internet and computers, but mostly they use the internet and computers to play either educational or fun games. And now we've moved on to the middle readers. These are typically kids in the 3rd through 5th grades. They've become very confident readers, and they are learning to not just read, but to comprehend what they're reading. They're also increasingly more independent in everything that they do, including information seeking. Middle readers are becoming more aware of the wealth of information that's available on the internet. So either at home or through school, they're being introduced to the concept of searching for information using the internet. Middle readers are still in the zone of intervention, but they are also moving slowly into the zone of internet and independence. They will still turn to their parents for assistance in their searches, but they will also seek help from their teachers and from school and public librarians. Now that they have a grasp on reading, writing, and comprehension, 3rd through 5th graders are often assigned projects that require basic research. This is the beginning of externally motivated information seeking. This external motivation is represented by the vertical arrows in our model. So here are a couple of sites to check out. They are directed at upper elementary and middle school students. In the article that our group posted for the class to read, Bilal discusses a study of information seeking with middle school kids where they were asked to use Yahooligans. Yahooligans is no longer called Yahooligans, it is now called Yahoo Kids. The other site is Time for Kids, which is actually more of an online magazine than a search engine, but is an interesting site to explore, and you can do some searching in there as well. It's a site that is popular with middle readers. So I ask that you visit these sites. Unfortunately, you will have to type the URLs because I am using iMovie and I can't do hyperlinking through this, so you'll just have to type them in, but they're pretty easy sites to type in. So type in the URL and perform a simple search. By simple search, I mean something like look up information on mummies or information on black widow spiders, something along that lines, not information on quantum physics. Then repeat your search using either Google or Yahoo or Wikipedia. After you've completed your search, please visit our K-12 discussion area. And then I would like you all to discuss these 3 questions and any other questions that you might have. The first question is, how did your search on one of the kid-centered websites differ from searching on Google or Yahoo or Wikipedia? Second question is, what are some of the benefits of these child-centered web or search engines? And then the last question, what are some of the negatives of these search engines?